heard a scream and Jack's maniacal laughter, and then Jack whispered.
I feel nothing.
We could hear Jack crying by the action he did. After the action, he whispered.
I told you to run. You should have run. Why didn't you listen?
He heard a person yelling and screaming in the distance, and he quickly stood up and ran. After the yelling stopped, he had returned to his principal spot and sat in front of the girl and talked to her.
Hello, my dear.
Hello, sir.
After the girl's last words, no one ever heard of her again. It has been a difficult time for everyone. No one could ever go out because they were afraid of Jack. They were afraid of being chased by him. He went back to the back of everybody's house and chased them until they were fully attacked by him. At the end of the day, he went to a girl's apartment.
Hello, my dear.
Hello. Do you need something?
I was looking for you.
I was working because I had relaxed all day.
All right.
After that last sentence, he went to the girl's backyard. Without her noticing, he must have gone looking for a tool to capture them.
Sorry. I was trying to find you.
Well, you could have asked where I was.
If you say so, you should enter the wardrobe and stay in there for the rest of the day.
The two of us, because I wanna enter there with her and you outside.
I'm not asking you. If you don't enter there, I'll have different consequences. So you decide.
The girls were scared about Jack doing something to them. After Jack made them enter the wardrobe, he had grabbed a mechanic tool and locked it up, as if no one was in there.
If you don't let us out, I swear I will.
Stop it! You're making it worse.
Jack, thinking about what to do with his victims, not knowing how to make them suffer, he went to the back room.
What will I do? The boy had entered in the package with the girls. First I need to get rid of him. But how?
Jack walks across the room and started to make a plan. Jack grabbed a notebook with a pen and started to write.
Okay, first of all, the boy. I will leave him in the black room fully covered so he will starve and will pass away. The second girl will...
Jack starts to hear some noises in the room. The first girl was shouting for help.
Help! Help! If someone can hear us, please help us out. We need help. My friends and I have been captured by a man that tricked us. Please, help us.
Jack goes back to the first room.
Oh, I must have started with this Lauri girl. Be quiet! No one will hear you. We're beside society, so you can shout out all the time you want, but no one will come to rescue you. So if I was you, I would be with my mouth closed.
Please let us out.
Just be quiet, or then you will not breathe anymore.
Jack went to the back room to continue his plan.
First, I will start with the Lauri girl. Now the boy will be the last. I will trick the girl and then stab her, so she can suffer while she is living this peaceful world. Then the second girl, I will choke her, so she might have to beg for a living. And for the boy, the same plan as before.
Who are you?
You shouldn't have been talking.
Why are you so cruel to us? You can leave us alone. Please, let us be free. We didn't do anything to you for you to be acting like this. Please.
Just be quiet.
Jack was getting closer to the girl, intimidated her so she could suffer. After a long, long time of thinking, Jack finally made his first move.
Please, I'm begging. I'll do anything. Just, please.
Jack looked at her with a very cold stare, not caring about who she was or what she has done in her life.
Oh, darling, only if you knew.
So Jack stabbed her right through the throat, killing her right in the moment.
I should have gone for her chest better.
Jack only stared at the dead body.
Oh well, the thing is done. I'll do better in the next one.
So Jack went to sit on the chair and stare at his next victim. Many minutes passed of just Jack staring at his next victim. And the girl started getting concerned. She just watched him kill a girl. Will she be the next victim?
Why were you staring at me?
Can I stare at you?
I may have thought you wanted to kill me.
Just by that maniac laugh of Jack, the girl started crying.
Aw, why are you crying? I had thought girls like you don't cry.
You should have killed me first. I didn't want this.
I hadn't thought about killing you, so you don't worry.
The girl was certain that Jack had planned something big. A few more minutes passed by, and the girl wasn't so sure if she would live, but she never stopped believing that she would make it out alive.
All right, it's time, little girl.
Please, don't do this.
Jack grabbed her by the neck and just smiled at her. The girl tried so hard to resist his grip, but he was very strong. Jack turned around and he had one more victim.
Oh, I had forgotten about you.
The boy only started crying when Jack mentioned him.
Oh, I'm tired, so please let's make this quick.
And just like the last girl, Jack grabbed him and killed him right in the moment, not showing any mercy. And just like that, Jack walked out and, and went to find his next victim.
Jack's heart was telling him all kinds of things. He was doing everything in his power not to fall into the temptation his soul was giving him. Alas, his power wasn't enough. He needed a victim to kill and quench his thirst for blood and death. He decided to go to London, where he would find his next victim and take his innocent old mind and soul to the afterlife.
I need someone to kill. I don't want to kill a kid. He or she has much more time left to live. I'll find an old man and satisfy my blood desires with him.
Meanwhile, in London, a middle-aged man with a stoic build was about to make his way to the church. He didn't know it would actually be his last days on earth. It was a dark night in London. Jack was walking in the fog looking for his next victim when he saw him. It was a middle-aged man. Jack thought it wasn't much of a deal, so he got close to his victim and he said to him.
Good night, fine man. How are you doing?
The man, a little bit confused, responded.
Good night, sir. I was a little stressed before, but I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. And you?
Jack thought.
Oh, this can be an easy prey.
Jack started to talk to him by doing questions.
You seem like a really muscular guy. Do you use some kind of exercise, mister?
I do indeed. I used to lift weights.
That seems really good. I wish I hadn't quit doing exercise.
Did you do exercise before?
When I was young, I used to lift weights, but now I just don't have the time to do it.
Do you have any hobbies?
I don't have hobbies. I work most of the time.
Frank was thinking.
Poor guy, he was working so he can't have really any free time.
But I don't mind at all. I used to do exercise before, so I'm still a little bit strong.
You know, if you ever want to return to do exercise, you can go to the city gym.
I used to go to the gym when I was young.
I used to go very often before, but now I just can't.
What changed?
I was very tired and had a lot of work, so I knew I had to leave it.
Jack then thought.
He was very tired because of his work. That means I can take advantage of that.
After a while talking, Jack thought he already gained his trust.
Oh, hey, mister, can you tell me the hour, please?
Frank reached to grab his watch. At that moment, Jack attacked. They both started to fight. While they were struggling, Frank was thinking.
I shouldn't be walking here at this time of the day. I should have known that this could happen.
After a while of struggling, Frank had managed to dodge the knives and started running in the direction of the city. He looked back to see if Jack was chasing him, and indeed, he was chasing him and he was running really fast. Frank got even more scared and started screaming.
Leave me alone. Why are you trying to kill me?
Jack didn't respond and kept chasing him. Frank had thought about his family and his friends until Jack screamed.
You must not run forever, little boy.
Frank desperately said.
Yes, I will. You will never catch me.
They had run for about 5 minutes until they reached the city. Frank started running in the direction to the city's police department. As soon as Jack figured that out, he stopped chasing Frank and decided to go to a far place from the police department. He finally said,
This is not the last time you will see me. You will see me in your dreams, and when you least realize it, I will be chasing you again.
You should have killed me when you could. Now you will regret it.
Frank didn't listen to him, and he was really happy that he managed to live that situation. He went to see his family and friends and hugged them really hard and told them what he had just lived. After that, he went to get some help. He went to the police station and told them everything.
Help me, please. A tall man in a disguise chased me with a knife. He could have killed me, but I managed to escape. I was walking in a path, and he walked past me and started talking to me. After that, from one moment to another, he took out a knife and started to chase me.
The policeman believed him because he was really desperate and scared. The policeman followed Frank to his house and asked him many questions about the actions he had passed by being captured by Jack. Frank was way too scared to talk about the topic, so the policeman gave him some time to relax while he inspected the house. Frank was having a panic attack, so he just blew off all the investigation they had. After they left Frank's house, Jack appeared.
Well, I'm glad you didn't tell them anything.
Why would I?
After Frank's last sentence, the police appeared and captured Jack. But that's not the end of Jack's story. He was waiting in his court to receive his punishment. He might have a sentence of 60 to 80 years. Jack spent a lot of time in jail after he got sentenced to 75 years by the lawyer. Of all the crimes he committed to all those innocent children and seniors Jack killed, should have stopped since the first killing, but he didn't. He couldn't reduce the years of the sentence even. He had a good liar, and after all the good behavior he had at prison, Jack got a letter from Frank.
Hello, Jack. I hope you're getting better at prison. My life has changed completely since the day you captured me. Everything is different. I have a different point of view of the world. I am more cautious of all the things I do and to who I talk to. Thank you for giving me a life lesson to not be confident with anyone that surrounds me. I hope you are learning how to be a good person.
This was the only letter that received in all the time he was in jail. He felt so miserable and sad to see how Frank was feeling and felt all the blame, that he didn't feel the last years of troublemaker. The past days he had passed all the time thinking of what he did to the victims that he took their lives. After Jack wrote the letter, he said,
I should have killed myself after everything I made.